Gemini. Welcome back to Theresthattarot. Welcome to July. I know we've been here for 19 days, but I'm going to finish the zodiac signs today. So let's see. Maybe this will be a recap for you. Maybe this will be a recap for you. All right. I could have a dog, like a pit bull, something big. Hey, Mel. Hey, Beauty Aquarius. Hey, Keys. Thank you for being here, y'all. Some of y'all could be playing a lot of board games, or maybe you grew up playing a lot of board games. Y'all could have grown up with dogs. I don't know. I'm getting dogs. You know how a dog just sits there and while you eating, they just. I'm getting that kind of energy. Some of y'all are trying to ignore something because there's something here, but I'm trying to ignore it, and I don't know why I'm doing that. So, what is it that you're trying to ignore? Is there something that's falling apart? Some of y'all may have Earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Something has not gone past like entry level. Am I breaking up? Not gone past like entry level. Am I breaking up? It's not breaking up on my end. Maybe click out of the video and come back. It's not breaking up. Thank you, Keys. Hey, Nami. So, I'm here and just take a look. It's in a book, a reading rainbow. Okay. I'm getting so many random things. Some of y'all could like be all over the place. Like by the time when you wake up in the morning, it's like ready, set, go. Because a million things are about to happen today. Your mind could be like you gotta rein in your thoughts because it's like, you know. Some of y'all could do good with like reading. I don't know, something that kind of centers you. Maybe you have a hard time concentrating on reading. Some of y'all could be like avid readers where you finish a book in a day type. Some of y'all like kind of genius. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. But are you ignoring something? Because it's like, okay, yeah, all of that, but what is this over here? Because this is what we asked you about. This is what, you know. What is the Ten of Pentacles? Family, a mother figure, someone in your life who's well off. Some of y'all may be wanting to catch up with someone because you're not feeling as strong as you would like to feel. What is the Tower, though? Something that you poured a lot of love into. Something that really brought something to life for you, or you brought the life into it. Maybe that's what this is, Gemini. I think you really tried with something. With someone who may have been afraid to actually get in there and try with you. And it became very heavy, right? It became like you were the one trying. You were the one who was trying. Like you started to realize that you were carrying everything, and now you've been brought to a crossroads, or has the crossroads come and gone? Some of y'all could like read the ingredients to things like as a, I don't know, maybe while you're eating cereal in the morning, you're reading the box, or there's something about you reading ingredients a lot. But maybe this is like another thing to keep you focused on something else, or to keep your focus off of something else that's happening. You're gonna realize that you've been stowing so much stuff away about a situation. Something has gone unaddressed for so long. How is this affecting you in July? There's a decision that's still gonna have to be made. It's not going to destroy you to make this decision, Gemini. It's actually gonna turn out better than you thought. It's gonna help you to heal. For some of y'all, this could have something to do with an Aquarius. I'm hearing thank your lucky stars. There will be balance in your life again. I just think that there's something that you don't want to face. If this is not you, this could be someone in your life. But there is a disconnect that's happening in July. Something feels inevitable. But then there's like this newness that follows that lets you know that everything is going to be okay. Like there'll be excitement again. You'll laugh again. You'll love again. I'm here and live to fight another day. Let's see what's going on. What is this about for you? This could be about a home, a living situation, a lover, a Scorpio. But I feel like something's changing whether you want it to or not, whether you decide to address it or not. Some of y'all could be the plug in your neighborhood, in your family, in your friend circle. Like you could know everybody. Some of y'all be maybe having a stiff drink in July. Y'all have been going through a struggle, or either that or you grew up in a struggle. So you know how to maneuver. If you grew up in a struggle, you know how to maneuver through life. You haven't made it this far by being, you know, I don't want to say an idiot, but like like when you grow up in a struggle, you have an advantage, honestly, that other people who didn't go through that don't have. I'm hearing use your brain. Some of y'all were picked on a lot for not having, for being, one of the have-nots. And it could have really done something to your pride and your confidence to have to convince people to help you, to stand in welfare lines or, food stamp, public government housing, something like that. It does something to you. But what I'm hoping is happening here or happen with you is that you got mad enough to really get yourself up out of that, because it's possible. It takes everything, though. It takes everything. There's no time to be embarrassed. When you hit the bottom like that, what you got to lose? What you got to lose, okay? You will have love into a very old age. Like you will not die alone, basically. But there is a decision here Thank you so much, Galen, for the $9.99. Good morning. You said the other day I said a Fisher that, huh? That mug contacted me. Oh, the name Fisher from another number. Sure. I found out that there are gangs in Sweden the other day. They're not Swedish people that are in the gang, but they're people who come from another land. And I don't want to say who because I don't want no shit on this channel. But I did hear about that, and I thought it was so fucking random. I was like, the hell would the Swedish need to be in a gang for? But it wasn't them. And I don't want to say, I don't know. It's just there are more privileged places in the world than probably where you came from. And some of y'all are probably some of those who came from one of those less privileged places. You know, you could be from America. And a lot of people, they dream of being in the land of the free, the home of the brave. But there are many people who have to be brave simply to wake up and live in America every morning. And there are some people who have never even experienced struggle in America. So some of y'all could come from like y'all could be like adjacent to the good life, if you will. This is such I don't know. I've been some of y'all could have grown up. There's something about a cleaning service. Or you could be from like an Eastern European land, or I feel like you're foreign to wherever you are or wherever you know what I'm saying, came from. Your hard work is going to pay off. The goodness in you is going to pay off. Thank you, Galen. I'm actually thinking about interlocking this time. I watched it yesterday, and sometimes I just like you know letting it just do whatever. But I think I'm gonna interlock instead of twist it this time because I doubt I'm cutting them. You know, I don't think I'm gonna let them grow until they just at my knees. You know, but this is one of those really introspective months for you, huh? Just thinking about everything. I see you very introverted to yourself in a book on your phone in your head. Memories, you know. I'm not gonna cut them, Sean. I really enjoyed like I should have done this a long time ago. If I had done it when I first wanted to in my early 20s, child, they'd be dragging the flow. What about this love though? I want to focus on the positive. We'll look into like what's your advice about this tower that I feel like is happening. What's this eternal love? For some of you, this may feel like a missed opportunity. For some of you, this could be, this is a breakup that was really disappointing for you. I don't think you talk about it. This could be what you're healing from. But this eternal love that I was telling you about, you will have that. I don't know if it's with this person that you may be grieving, though. Is it? Well, you might be lucky, Gemini. There could be like a change happening in your life, but I don't feel like it's a permanent one. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I got Aquarius, Pisces here again. But you will be in a committed long-term situation. I just feel like either you're struggling now or y'all grew up in a struggle. There's something about struggle here and just feeling like it's very frustrated. And the struggle is very frustrating. What is your advice here? I didn't get career and finance messages. Your advice is to not worry. How do you not do that? Well, when you're going through the struggle, the same good things that exist in the world they still exist while you're going through the struggle. The same bad shit in the world, it still exists while you're going through the struggle. It exists while you up too. It's all about what you decide to focus on. Now, if you're sleeping in a car, I get it. Please understand that the woman that you're looking at gets it. Okay, we ain't always been here, but what a better time to build a strong relationship with God, to really like tap into the wonders. And being at the bottom is one of the best times because it's like it catapults you in a way. When you build that relationship, that trust in God, there's nowhere to go but up. Some of y'all are already on the other side of this. Some of y'all, there's someone in your life that you may be having a hard time understanding, but this is where they're at. Okay. But I'm seeing a long-term relationship and not one where you would be struggling. I'm not seeing no struggle love in your future. What can I tell you? Because I'm not really tracking this reading. What is it that's not working in your life? Whatever this is, you've been standing at a crossroads for quite a while with this. I think there's been a lot of waiting. There's been a lot of time that's gone by, and it's just been slowly happening or not happening. Or maybe somebody's dragging their feet because they're actually afraid of something happening. Some of y'all could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius or a Sagittarius. It's all over this reading. I think it's pissing you off how slow something's been moving, but maybe you need to know that somebody's doing that on purpose. Why? If you're going through the struggle right now, and it's not this other person, they've been there before, right? So let's say I'm doing well in life and I'm dating you, but I came from the mud, okay? And I, brick by brick built myself up out of there. And I'm seeing you go through the same thing. It's so interesting. I was just talking about something like this the other day, but I can only help you to a certain extent. It's like, let's say we're trying to buy a house, but your credit the one messed up. I may kind of stall on getting a house with you because, I want you to kind of fix that so that when we go in, we can go in feeling, both of us confident that we can handle this investment. And I may be able to introduce you to the right people who can help you get out of a situation. But at the same time, I cannot go to work for you, build those relationships. There's certain things I can't do for you. And a lot of time when you hand somebody something who's struggling and they don't know, they didn't build it themselves. Sometimes people take that opportunity and they do the right thing with it. Sometimes they fuck it up. So, and it's so interesting, and I'm not saying this to like slight you or anyone who's going through the struggle, but I said this to somebody the other day. I said, you can't really trust somebody who's struggling. I didn't say that because people who are struggling are bad people. Hello, I grew up in a struggle, but I do remember my mindset then. Sometimes people who struggle steal. Sometimes people who struggle plot against you. Sometimes people who are struggling are jealous of you and they can't get around the jealousy to get to the love or to be able to appreciate you. Hell, I've walked away from somebody who wanted to change my life and take care of me when I was in my early 20s because I was like, I felt like a loser. Which at 23, what the hell is you supposed to be? What are you supposed to be? You know, not saying that you can't have success at 23, but how many, you know what I'm saying? Um, it's something like that that's going on in this reading. If I don't know who you are in this reading, but there's this single there's a show about a single mother, and there's this guy who really wants to save her. You know what I mean? But again, when you're in the mindset of I don't know what we're actually going to eat today. You know, I'm going through the rejection of housing programs, and I'm going through the rejection of daycare programs, and by the time I get my child in daycare, that's the only thing I can fucking afford. I only have like $5 left after dealing with all of this. How the hell am I actually supposed to pay rent? When you're dealing with somebody who going through something like that, they can't see you. I'm trying to make sure my kid is okay. And anybody who does actually reach out to help, especially when you dealt with a lot of trauma, you don't see it as help. You see it as maybe that person is like pitying you, or maybe they want some pussy out of the equation, which this guy kind of did want that, but he wanted to take care of her. He wanted to be there for her. But it's hard to see a person's intentions when you're drowning. So I don't know if you're trying to understand someone or if they're trying to understand you, or maybe they do understand you already, but you can't see it. Somebody is pretending that everything is okay, and they're very defensive with you. And even the more you try, and that's why I say you can't necessarily, and my friend understood the context in which I was saying this, but you cannot trust, you can't fully put your trust in that until they are in calmer waters in their mind and in their heart. So you could see what decision they would make. You know what I'm saying? When they're in a better state. Would they even choose you if they were in a better financial state? Would you be the one that they loved? Would you be the one that they choose? What the hell is this reading about? I don't know. But if you're dealing with somebody who's going through the struggle, I'm not saying that they don't love you. I'm not saying that you don't love them. But how's this going to play out? One thing I do know, Gemini, and I am feeling is that trouble do not last always. Not for you. Not for you. Okay. Some people never make it out, but what I'm getting for you is not that. Okay. So my name is not Lady Ra, and this reading is not specifically for you. So if you trolling, you about to get blocked. But it's like the energy in which you say something. It's the energy in which you are accepting something, or someone's like, it's hard to see what someone is trying to give to you or say to you when you're at the bottom floor. And sometimes it's hard to think positive when you're down there. Okay. What is some if this is about you, Gemini, what is someone's intentions towards you? What are their genuine intentions? Delivery is everything. This is someone who wants to see you better. Okay, this is someone who wants to see you in that confident space. This is someone who thinks that you're very beautiful, man or woman. This is someone who they have to choose the route of not worrying, because when you get to a place where you stable and you got things going, like there are, and it's not that I have an issue with anyone in my life, family or anything, but it's like the I don't know, when you get back around, let's say you come up out of the struggle, right? Maybe you're not a millionaire, but you ain't where you used to be. And then you go back around people who may be still going through that. You're so far removed energetically from the energy that you were once in, that it's very hard to even relate anymore. It's very hard to like even be in that space. You literally can't, because you know what it brings, what that energy brings. It's kind of like did y'all see what was that show called? What was it called? It was on Netflix. I was just talking to y'all about it. I hate when I forget stuff. The blonde girl, the girl from Parent Trap. Kevin Bacon is in it. It's a Netflix series. Sirens. When I'm not talking to you, Siri. When the girl started working for the rich lady and she was like, the fuck you say if I'm about to go back to my old life where I'm struggling and dealing with an alcoholic father who abandoned me and all this kind of, I'm not going back. She had completely changed who she was. She had kind of blocked out. Now, that's kind of traumatic, but a lot of times that's kind of what happens. And it's not that people are trying to, oh, you fake now and you think you this now and all that kind of stuff. Poverty is traumatic, especially when you have children and unaddressed emotional, mental things that it causes, that it caused your parents who were going through it, who couldn't help you because of where they were and shit like that. So it's like, try not to judge people for where they're at and what they choose to do once they get away from their bullshit. So it's hard to reach the people who you want. It was hard for her to really connect with her sister again, because I don't want to be there anymore. And I would do anything not to be there anymore because I hated it. Y'all are going to be on the other side of something. Either you're already on the other side or you're going to be on the other side of something. And there's someone in the equation who has also been there and done that. And I feel like they're here to help, but they can't. You have to do, you know what I'm saying? You have to do the work too. All this to say, it really is going to be okay. Like whatever this is really going to be okay. How you choose to manage that, how you choose to get through that, is how you choose to do it. And one thing we're not here to do is judge you, you know? So what is your advice about this? Enjoy your life. Enjoy the process. Be happy with where you are and where you're going, because it's going to be somewhere else soon. Like it's not, this isn't going to last in your life. If you have a child, especially a small child, like a small boy or something like that, try to keep things as light as possible. Hell, my mom kept things very positive, and like I didn't even know we was poor. You know what I mean? I didn't know we was poor until I went to school and like got teased and stuff like that. But like, you'll be surprised at what your imagination can do to protect your child from the horrors of life. In the show that I'm watching right now, it's called The Maid. The baby wanted that she was feeding her child some pancakes, and the baby wanted some syrup on the pancakes. She was like, "We do not have no syrup," and so she said, "I got something even better." And she was like, "I want," uh, she said, "Here's some pretend syrup," basically. And she pretended to put it on there. She was like, "You want some more?" And she just kept putting it on there. And it really reminded me of my childhood because I was like, her child completely forgot that it wasn't real syrup on the pancakes. You know what I'm saying? So there's something about you doing what you gotta do and knowing that God is with you and that what you're doing for your child is priceless. It's completely priceless. And you may look over and be like, damn, I wish I could provide more. I wish I could be like that lady over there or that man over there where they have all of this to be able to provide for their kids. Maybe they don't even have kids. Maybe they can't have kids. Maybe all that love and energy went into their career. Maybe they can't even keep a husband or a wife. You never know. I don't know. There's something about like not looking across the tracks and coveting another person's life because trust me, you don't want them problems. You don't want them problems. Okay. Oh wow. Hello, Melvin. Somebody could be from Texas. I keep getting Texan energy in the reads. Protect your heart in July as well, Gemini. Somebody is not the best. Who is this? Somebody could be like very deceitful. Who is this person so we can move on from this energy? This could be this could be another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Didn't I tell you you can't trust somebody who's struggling? If this is you, or this is, I don't know. What are their intentions towards you? Why do you need to watch out for this? You can something about cologne, either like cologne as a fragrance or cologne as in the city in Germany. Take it how it resonates. But there could be something. You could be an earth sign. This could be a cross watcher read, or you could be the stable one that I'm talking about. And you're doing everything that you can to provide for somebody in your life. I feel like it's a child. So you know what it's like. You know what I'm talking about already. Some of y'all may have like multiple kids and one of them struggled with you and now you got another one and they came into the picture after you already got your shit together. I don't know. Take it how it resonate, right? But you're understanding and there's someone else who's looking at the 15 cent trying to turn it into $1. And they're very angry. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of like the lady invited another into her house to clean, and she like stole shit. There's something like that going on. Your partner could be struggling, and there's a need for you to protect your heart at the moment from this person. Because right now they're not operating in a space of love. If this is where they're at, they're operating in a space of kind of sadness. What can you do for this person? I don't know. What is your advice about this person? Or better yet, hey, time to work. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Tarot by Gemini. For some of y'all, you kind of know that it's time for you to, is it let this person go? Or the responsibility. Again, you can't hold this person's hand and go to work with them. But you can let go of the responsibility of thinking that you can save this person or thinking that, it's your job to do Whatever it is that you think you can do, you can't for this person. You can be a sounding board, you can do as much as you can, but you can't take someone, I don't know, you can't take it out of their mind. I don't know. It's almost like let this person get the help that they need and don't try to save them. So a lot of times we don't appreciate what we don't fight for ourselves. So take care. It's like we don't understand the value of it. We don't understand how we got there until we get there on our own. And one of y'all got a lot, okay? One of y'all has a lot. In love, you may feel it's necessary to maintain your distance from someone. The work that got you to where you are today is the work that you're going to use to move on from a particular person in your life. And I think that it's going to be very hard because it's like you're going to keep thinking about this separation over and over. And a lot of y'all, you may be like musically inclined or something that you do creatively in order to express these thoughts. It could have something to do with music, but it's like you have to do this. I'm seeing you go quiet on someone. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra. It's like there's nothing that you can do. So I just see you kind of going quiet. I don't see where you've given up hope. Is this them? I don't think you've given up hope, but this situation has even made you see your own flaws, you know? There could be gossip about this situation. Is this them? I think you want to fix this. But if this person lied to you, there was something that this person wasn't honest about that is hard to come back from whatever this is. It's like that is what ripped you two apart, or that is what will rip you two apart in July. What is this? It's something that you already were worried about. It's something that you already felt like maybe I can't trust this person when it comes to that. Okay. This person wishes that they could write this. They wish that they could fix this. They really do love you. This person can have like a sharp jaw. Like they can have a really nice face. They have a great face, okay? This person could have done something to you or caused some kind of confusion in y'all's relationship because they was afraid of what other people would think. Well, what do other people think? This is just another verse. Why? It's like people in this person's life feel like you're not the one for them. Like they are, like they need to detach from you. If this is the other way around, people could feel like, you know, this person may be trying to use you for money, or there's something like that they want you to protect. If this is like a cultural thing, a race thing, orientation thing, whatever this is, it's like the family, the friends, the group, whoever this person is involved with, or whoever you're involved with, they want to protect like the family name or the bloodline or some sort of something, you know, that somebody worked hard to get, maintain. If it's you that people are trying to keep away from somebody, they're wrong. If it's them, their side that people are trying to keep you away. One of y'all's people is wrong about the other. And one of y'all's is right about the other. Is it your people that's right, Gemini? It's your people that's right. What are they seeing about your person? This is so... They're seeing... This person can have... Whoa, this person can have like, something about recording, whether it's music, voiceovers. There's something about microphone recording going into some sort of software, right? They feel like this person is cold. Like I said, you could be dealing with another air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. They feel like this person is kind of anxious. It's something they're not vibing with when it comes to your person. What this person's people are wrong about when it comes to you is you might have a little ADHD going on or something. But you are fair with this person. Like, you are somebody who would actually reciprocate. This person could have gone through like a lot of shitty relationships, or maybe they're bad at choosing lovers or something like that. And it's like the family or the friends or whoever these people are, they, you know, they kind of projecting it onto you, when really it's this person's own decisions. But I feel like your people are really trying to protect you, and they're not wrong about someone. But yeah, they're not wrong. Okay, whatever they're telling you is not wrong. Same to you, Betty. Thank you for being here. Let's wrap this up, Gemini. Somebody really feels like that you are kind of too good for them. Even if you're the one who has less or more or however, like, they feel like you're so beautiful. Like, why would you ever even need them? They often feel afraid of this love, like the desire that they have for you. It's very sexual too. Like, this person pictures your body a lot. Okay. They like talking to you, but then they also feel like they need to take space from you in order to clear their head. You really make this person's heart full, you know? And they feel like you have so many other options. Like, why would you need them? Even if they're the one who has more than you. But you really do matter to this person. This person loves to hold you, or they want to, if y'all are at a distance from each other. They miss you. They want to compromise. They would. Is that what I think it is? It's like yes and no. This person is very sexually attracted to you. It's something about the sex. Do they feel like they would be compromising on something by being with you? Yeah, it's actually making this person feel sick. I'm not sure what it is that they feel like they would be compromising. Some dream that they had. Something about success in their mind. I feel like this hurts you. This person could be easily hurt too. They feel like your family won't like them, but is it their family? You know what I mean? This person's trying to find a way to listen to their heart, and they want you to love them. But it's like they're a very jealous person. So it's like they're going to have to make a choice. Are you going to let your family or whoever these people are come in between us? Because if you do, then you have no right to really be jealous of all the people who want me, because you're not taking my side. You're taking the side of these other people. You make this person want to like do crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something about your nature that's kind of wild to this person. And it's like they want you all the time. You really turn this person on. it's like after you, they ain't gonna be able to date nobody normal anyway without being bored or comparing them to you. So they might as well. They might as well just love you and accept what's happening and tell their family that they grown. What's your advice? Because I'm about to go. What is your advice, Gemini? 10 of Swords. It's crazy. It's crazy. The gag is you might end up leaving their ass. You know, I dealt with somebody who was very well off when I was very not. Okay. I was probably at one of the lowest points of my life. And this person's family, they were great, but I don't feel like they accepted me. I just didn't feel like I was where I should be in my life. And this person, they wanted to do nothing more than to just make it all happen for me. Something very odd happened with that person, and it turned me off so bad that I walked away from the whole relationship. And I took the nothing that I had with me, and I do not regret that for 1 second. Um, I walked away from the castle. I walked away from the cars. I walked away from the money. Um, and I went my own way. It looks like you're going to be doing the same thing because it's like you're running into your destiny. For some of y'all, it's an Aquarius, okay? Because I keep getting that energy here. But it looks like you're walking away from the rich person, the life, you know what I'm saying? Something that other people would be like, bitch, are you crazy? But you're not, because what you're walking towards is something much better, is what this looked like to me. And you're going to find a way to get past whatever this is that you're walking past, because it's like you know better. The same way I felt, I was like, ooh, it don't take much to see you're going to be abusive one day, or this is not going to be good for me, or something like that. And you're having one of those moments in July, and it may not make any sense to you now, but trust me, it will unfold. And the most you'll have to remember this whole situation at some point is going to be like a tattoo or something. What's that song? Just like a tattoo? That song could resonate with you guys. So, I love y'all. I hope this helped. I'm wishing you the very best, as always. I will see you guys in the next one.